We love spending this time with you. Thank you for listening. If you would like to take your listening experience to the next level, did you know there's a way to do that, J-Bo?
I do.
Yep, you know how you do it. You go to thetjshow.com, you sign up for the TJ Show newsletter, and you get cool things dropped right into your inbox, like the TJ Show's 10 shares. We pick 10 different things, everyone on the team does it, that we think you're going to love. It's not just about our show. This is about like stuff, music we're listening to, whatever it may be.
Like life stuff.
That's just the tip of the iceberg. There's a whole lot more in there. Sign up at thetjshow.com. This is the TJ Show. I don't know what you're planning for this Mother's Day weekend, but camera guy Josh sounds like he's got his work cut out for him. This is an interesting approach. When you ask your wife what you want, she knows exactly what she wants. And Josh doesn't seem to love this. You'd much rather go with the box of chocolates?
This is the worst.
So this is a very unique approach to Mother's Day, and perhaps it's inspiring to some moms out there. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I asked her what she wanted for Mother's Day, and she said she wanted me to power wash the exterior of our home. That's her gift. That's what she wants. She wants me to do manual labor yet again as her gift.
Has she asked you to do this in other times of the year and you just haven't had time for it?
Yeah, I guess so, but
Josh.
I mean, come on.
That's great.
You're doing it to yourself, brother.
No.
Wow.
No.
Wow. Now,
At least you know she'll get it done.
because I know at one point we learned there was a tree in Josh's backyard and it had been like sort of cracked for a while. And when Josh's dad came over to the house, your wife said what?
That I wouldn't take it down for her, and so then she got my dad on my back about the tree. And then made me feel this big because he went out and he cut it down himself.
Yo, that is a stepping over a line for your dad.
Make
He
you
went
feel
at
like
me.
a tiny little man.
Yeah.
Get in
Are you
there.
able to talk to your dad and be like, don't do that again?
It took some time, but
You did?
yeah,
Okay.
we rehashed
You
it.
got to get on the same page. Like, you can't take your wife's side.
No, come on.
That's terrible.
Unbelievable.
Okay, so what are you going to do? Are you going to power wash the
Yeah, I
house?
guess so. Do I have a choice? I mean, I feel like I'm stuck. What else am I going to do? I actually even had another idea for Mother's Day. She wanted this like tree, and I know she likes watching me work. So I was just going to buy this tree and put it in, which is much easier than power washing a house. So I was going to do that. I was all ready to go, and then she said she didn't want it.
Wait, why does she like to watch you work?
I don't know. It's some sick, cruel. I don't know what's wrong with her.
Come on, you know.
Twisted fantasy.
Why does she like watching you work?
I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty good looking. So it might be something to do with that.
Do you wear a tank top?
No, I don't wear anything.
No shirt.
Go out there.
I just upchucked in my mouth.
Yeah. So I guess I get it. Maybe I should bundle up and she'll stop asking me to do things.
Wait, I have to take a quick pause here. Kenny, do you feel sad like I do right now? Has your girlfriend ever asked you to go work outside?
No.
No. My wife has never asked me to work outside. And if she did, she'd ask me to wear a scuba outfit.
You know, my girlfriend is constantly asking me to put more clothes on.
Yeah, I know. Me too. All right. Yes, producer Heather.
I was just curious about what time you'll be washing the house on Sunday. Just shoot me a call. I'll be right there.
Why, are you willing to help him with the job?
Yeah, I can hand him some lemonade. I can fan him, feed him great. Whatever he needs.
You know, we really work with the best people around here. That's very nice of you, Heather. I always say she's one of the most thoughtful people
She's
that
so serving.
I've ever known.
What a servant's heart.
She is great. Okay, so listen, you've got some help if you need it.
Great.
And I'm glad we talked about this. And Josh, you know, at least you're coming through for your wife, right? She asks you for something and you do it.
Sure.
Yeah, there it is. Camera guy Josh, let's give him a big
Handyman Josh.
manly round of applause.
Thank you.
We love him. As we're wrapping up Teacher Appreciation Week, first of all, hopefully we continue to appreciate our teachers next week, too.
That's right.
And the week after that.
The entire school year would be nice.
Right. We've been sharing our stories personally, which ones have touched us the most, what teachers have had a big impact on our lives. And J-Bo shared a story about how she almost got expelled because of a fight she got into in the bathroom.
I was in 5th grade.
A teacher came to the rescue for you, Mrs. Borgon.
That's right.
And I was like, hey, have you still been in touch with her? And you told me, yeah, all the time.
Yeah, I text her for her birthday.
Every year. And so what a gift. You reached out to her and you interviewed her so we can meet Mrs. Borgon.
She's great.
This is the woman who, in your words, saved your life
That's right.
because of how she handled that situation, that fight in the bathroom.
Yeah, you're going to love her.
Every year on your birthday, I text you happy birthday. Surprisingly, you haven't changed your number. Is it weird that a student you taught in 5th grade still texts you to this day to wish you happy birthday?
I literally just had this conversation with my kids on my birthday. They know you. They haven't met you, but they know you. They know that I taught you. And you were one of my favorites. And I'm not allowed to have favorites. But no, it's never weird. I look forward to it every year because you literally have been doing it every year.
Her students know all about Jabo?
Yeah, her kids. She has 4 kids. She has 2 boys and 2 girls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she's bragging about you.
Yeah, she does. Mm-hmm.
If anything, it makes me grateful. It reminds me that I must have made a really positive impact on you. If anything, when I hear from you, it just really melts my heart. And I just feel so grateful that I'm still in your life.
Yeah, I'm glad she remembers you because sometimes I'll see a teacher that I went to school with. I can just tell right away they have no idea who I am.
Hey, you.
Yeah, hey!
Hey, what year did I teach you?
Right. How's it going? Yeah, and they're trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
You see it in their eyes. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that makes my heart so warm. Now, I am sorry that a text is the best that I can do. Nothing I think would ever top the gift I gave you in 5th grade.
Are you talking like an object? Like something like a gift? Because, girl, you gave me gifts every day. You either had a hilarious joke that you told me, or you would sing to me. And I remember that I wanted you to sing to me probably every day. And before you left the school year, I wanted your autograph because I told you one day, in some way, shape, or form, you were going to be famous.
Oh, how encouraging is she?
But girl, if you gave me something else, now I'm embarrassed. I'm like, what in the world? Because those are the things I remember about you.
The gift I gave you for your birthday, it wasn't an object. I sang TLC's Waterfall for you.
Okay, see, I told you, I knew that you sang to me. I knew it. Like right when I was thinking again, I'm like, she did. You totally sang to me and you knew that was one of my favorite songs. You came in, girl. I'm standing in my bathroom. I'm gonna like belt it out. Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Oh.
Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to.
Wow, you have a singing teacher.
Yeah.
Chime in. Harmonize, harmonize, dun, 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 dun. Okay, now listen. So now you have to totally sing that to me, like right now. I want to hear it. I've got to hear it, please.
She should be a radio show host.
Oh my gosh, she's amazing. She was so much fun as a 5th grade teacher.
Now you have to do that every year from here on out.
Wait a minute, I'm interviewing you. You gonna put me on the spot? I love that you were performing in your bathroom. That's where I performed too. Let me see. Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Oh, cool. Get to hear Jabo.
Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. Okay, there you go. Happy birthday.
Oh my gosh, honey, that was beautiful. Thank you so much. You brought tears to my eyes. I miss you. Thank you so much. This made my day completely.
Oh, I can see why you love your Mrs. Borgon.
Man.
Wow.
Saved my life.
Thank you to all of our teachers this Teacher Appreciation Week. A few moments ago, you guys reminded me of something I completely forgot about. Last year at this time, on Mother's Day weekend, I sent my mom a poem that I generated using ChatGPT, the artificial intelligence software.
That's right.
She totally fell for it. This was what it sounded like, and obviously this is a reading of it.
And I will always be grateful for the gift of having you as my mom. Happy Mother's Day. Insert your name here.
Okay, so that was like the backstory of how. So that was the letter it spit out at me, and then of course I inserted my name, and then I sent it to my mom, and she actually left me a voice message where she was really touched by it.
Things don't usually bring tears to my eyes, but that was very sweet.
And this was all an experiment. It wasn't like I was trying to pass this off and then take the credit for it. I just wanted to see if it would work. Especially last year, we were just starting to see all the cool hoops that AI could jump through. So I called my mom and admitted to her what I did. And this is a warning. Don't do this because it could be very hurtful.
Hello?
Hey, Mom. Happy Mother's Day.
Thanks, T. Thank you. Did you get my voicemail?
Oh, yeah, I did.
I love the letter that you wrote. That was very nice. That was very sweet what you wrote. I appreciate it.
Well, you know what? I actually feel bad because the letter was written through a service that I used.
So you didn't write it?
Well, it's like a computer, and you put in information, and then it does stuff for you. And I was just playing around with it, and then when it wrote the letter, I agreed with it. I said, oh yeah, this is true about my mom. That is true. I did sanction what AI sent out at me.
I still feel horrible, like it was the first time.
Yeah. So rather than having to rewrite it, I just printed it.
Oh, nice. Here I'm thinking you're thinking.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. See, it was a huge letdown. Even in the experiment, I felt bad about it.
Well, that's all right. I guess somebody else thought that about me than you.
I'm not going to use that again.
I don't care what you do with
No,
it.
I'm not going to use it again because it takes something out of it.
Well, that's all right unless you don't think that.
No, I do think it. That's why I sent it. I agreed with it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, see, this is what AI is doing. It's ripping families apart. Yeah.
But you did do it again to your wife.
Yes, I was just going to say that. Thank you, Kenny, with the assist.
No, I
Dap
said
me up.
that I wouldn't write anything artificial to my mom again.
Oh.
That's not what I heard.
I wanted to see if my wife would fall for it. And if you remember, we got into an argument and I used ChatGPT to write the apology letter. And she did fall for it. Worked like a charm. But I told her I'll never do that again. It was just, I'm a scientist. You can't get mad at science.
So you told your mom you'll never use it again, but really what you meant was you won't use it again for her.
Yes,
but you'll
exactly.
use it again for other things.
Yeah, of course.
A different mom in your life.
Right.
Well, that's easy. Now nobody has to think about what to say. They just plug it into what kind of service is that?
It's this ChatGPT thing.
That's weird.
People think
what is?
People think it's like the beginning of the world getting taken over.
Yeah, well, probably is because nobody has to think or feel anything anymore.
Yeah. It's sad.
That is sad.
Well, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
By the way, one more thing. This is actually a programmed version of TJ talking.
What?
This is a programmed version of TJ talking.
What are you talking about? Now it's not you?
No, I'm just kidding. It's me.
Nice. You're nuts.
It's a very confusing time because you could also do that, which is really scary.
Your mom.
Happy
she's a
Mother's Day
saint.
to all of our moms. We love you, moms.
Hi, everybody. This is Adriana Trajani. I'm the host of You Are What You Read, a podcast about the books that built our souls. I have the privilege of interviewing luminaries of our times about the books that shaped them from childhood until now. Don't miss it. We get everybody from Sarah Jessica Parker to Kristen Hanna to Jhumpa Lahiri, Susie Essman, Rainn Wilson, Amor Tolls. You name it, they come, they talk, they share. You can join us on Instagram for more behind-the-scenes content and giveaways at You Are What You Read podcast and at Adriana Trajani. New episodes of You Are What You Read drop every Tuesday on Apple, Spotify, or any major streaming platform wherever you listen to your podcasts.
I'm Erica, 1/3 of the podcast Books and Betches, a comedy book podcast where we swear, spoil, and we talk about...
Whoa, you cannot say that in this.
What do you mean? That's like our slogan. It's our gimmick.
It is, but just say we're a very funny adult book podcast. How about we just give some examples of things we talk about? Well, there's a lot of chaos.
I'm Kristen, and with me I have...
No. We talk about books, but we're not your AP Lit class.
I definitely hit on the major points.
You absolutely did not.
She did.
You talked
Just
about...
not in the order you thought she would.
You talked so slowly about one thing.
A lot of sidebar conversations.
I
Are you denying the existence of chupacabras?
You know, Erica, yes, I am.
And we don't always get the facts right.
Epilogues don't belong in books. Call it chapter 1.
That's a
the
prologue.
second I see...
That's a prologue.
Oh, I'm talking about prologues.
You can listen to new episodes of the Books and Betches podcast every Tuesday morning, anywhere you get your podcasts.
Bye-bye.
This is the TJ Show. What are you up to this weekend, J-Bo?
I don't know. I have a little bit of free time, but I might schedule a massage. My husband, Archie, got me a massage to some place, and so now I just have to schedule it. So I might do that.
Oh, like a gift card?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's always a tough one for me. When I have a gift card to an experience like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to use it up. And
what do you mean?
Because I'm like,
that's what it's for.
I feel like I'm going to be so sad when it's gone.
Yeah. That's probably why I've been waiting a little bit.
Yeah, it's like, well, do I really need it right now? Or can I wait like another month and then I have that to look forward to? Yeah, well, it's going to be brave if you do it.
Yeah, well, my shoulders are killing me, and I'm out of biofreeze, so I think I need to go get a massage now.
Yeah, you get uncomfortable on the massage table?
Oh, no, I do not.
You don't? Yeah, I
No,
don't
I'm
either.
Like, fill me up. I mean, do your massage. I'm fine with that, you know?
Yeah. You like wimpy massages where they just rub you, or do you like when they like really deeply work on you?
Deep tissue is a little too much. That hurts me.
Yeah.
But if you're too soft, I'm like, what is happening here? I like it just right. Like I do want some pressure, of course, especially if I have a couple of knots. No, I love that.
Yeah,
Get in there.
There seems to be two different kinds of massage therapists. It's the ones who really know about how the body works, and what a gift. I mean, they've got such a gift.
Yes.
And they know. It's weird. You can say, yeah, I'm feeling a little tight, and next thing you know, their fingers are right on it, and they're like, is this it? And they're like, yeah, how did you know that? It's almost like they could see through your body. It's wild.
Or you don't even know that you're like, for example, my quads usually are pretty tight, and I wouldn't know that. But a massage therapist, they're always like, why are your quads are so tight?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, yeah, I work out. But
Super
I
impressive.
I really don't.
No, what I started doing, and it actually really helped me, because I was struggling at one point in Boston, because, you work over a computer your whole life. Something's going to happen.
Right.
Your body's, it's not designed for that.
Yeah, it's not.
And I learned a lot about my body through a massage therapist that I had in Boston. He used to work for one of the soccer teams there.
That's great.
You get on the table, and he just knew what to do. And it was so interesting. I was like, how do you know that connects to that? And then fairly recently, and I'm so bummed, but the guy that I recently had, he moved. And I'm like, dude, why'd you have to move? Like, just stay where you are. I've just started going to you. And he knew every little ligament. Like, I don't know. It was like, oh, do you know this tiny rubber band in your elbow? It's like, no, I didn't know I had a tiny rubber band in my elbow. And he just, boop, and you're like, whoa, I feel better. It's amazing.
It's hard to find a great massage therapist. And so when they leave, oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's depressing.
You kind of don't even want to even bother looking for somebody else because you're like, forget it. Like, I'm not going to find somebody else.
You better use that gift card real fast.
I need to.
Yes, Kenny.
Josh travels 2 hours to go to the dentist. Why can't you hop on a plane and go see your new your guy?
It's a 3-hour flight. Yeah, it's long.
Wow,
But
far away.
Anyway, Kenny, how is your weekend shaping up? You have anything going on?
Well, I'm going to be hanging out with my mom and my family for Mother's Day, but I wanted to tell you guys something interesting that happened. Remember Jerry from Florida called and recommended I get a laser pointer to play with my cat?
Yes. We've been trying to figure out how you get along with this cat who hates you, but may be coming around.
So I ordered one on Amazon right away. It was delivered, stolen off my porch.
Get out of
Get out of here.
I have to report it to Amazon. They were great about everything. But the next day, it's returned to my porch opened.
They didn't want it.
I think the thief, see, the box had a lithium battery logo on it because the laser pointer has a lithium battery. I think they thought it was like an iPhone or something like that.
Wow.
They opened the box and were like, what? A laser pointer? And gave it back.
So is that technically is that a nice thief?
I think so.
That's a nice thief.
No, it's not. Because if it was an iPhone, they would have kept it.
Probably.
It would have been nice if they just leave your stuff alone.
Please.
Yeah, but he could have thrown it out, but he actually took the risk of getting caught again to do the right thing.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it, and I have no other explanation for it.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
Well, I'm happy for you. Now you got your laser pointer.
2, as a matter of fact.
Today is Military Spouses Day. And of course, I think of our dear friend Jabo, who is a military spouse. I definitely appreciate your grace about the whole situation because you're in a situation that is kind of amazing and it's got to be really hard at the same time. Your husband, Archie, is 18 hours away on a military base and you're here and you guys keep it together. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I can only credit my husband and I are both people of faith, so we just say it's the grace of God because it is challenging as a military spouse to operate as a unit when you're not under the same roof, and everybody's situation is different when they're married to someone in the military. Sometimes that person can be deployed overseas or maybe just deployed to another state within the United States. But there's still those challenges of like, how do we still operate as one? But it's hard. I've had my moments where I'm like, oh, I'm in this by myself, even though I'm not. And so it's the constant communicating to each other, the constant checking in, the constant making time to talk. Because there's been times where I've probably spoken to my husband, Archie, for 10 minutes a day just because he'll call me and I'm in the middle of something and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, what happened with your day? Oh, yeah, but your day was good. Okay, my day was good. I'll call you back later. And then it's like I call him back before I go to bed. That's another 10 minutes or 5 minutes. And there's days when we don't get to communicate much. Like right now, he's currently in training. He's not reachable at the moment. So when the phone does ring, when he calls, I'm like, I try to stop everything I'm doing to be able to communicate with him and talk with him.
Yeah, that's true. I was showing Jabo a picture of Frankie Furball the other day, and your phone rang, and it was your husband in the military. And I knew that my puppy was not important anymore.
So precious, but yes, my
Yeah.
husband's face is precious.
And you said, "Ooh, I got to take this," and then I ran out of the room crying.
Yeah.
But I was glad you got a chance to talk. And it's just amazing to me that both of you have just such a grace about you in this situation, and we're so grateful for what Archie's doing out there in the military. Now, I do always want to know, what secrets do you know that you're not telling us?
You know what's so funny is we are gracious about the situation, and we also know what we signed up for. And so on the days when I'm really frustrated, I'm like, this is what I signed up for. Like, we signed up for this. As far as what secrets do I know that I can't share, I don't know. I don't know if I know any secrets yet. I was on the phone with my husband Archie the other day, and like I said, he's at training. And I was like, so what kind of stuff are you guys doing? And he's like, oh, like military stuff. And that's all he said. Yeah. And I said, I can't wait till you retire because I want to know all the business, And he's like, well, maybe not.
So he can't tell you secrets
No.
about like Biden's dog or anything like that? No?
No, he doesn't tell me.
He doesn't know.
He's a Volt.
Really?
Yeah, and I respect that about him because I think I would probably be like, yo, here's a down low. You know what I'm saying?
Has he been inside the White House?
No, not yet.
Okay, so you know that.
That I
She
do know.
knows that.
Yeah, that I know.
That's something.
How do you know that?
That's true. Now I'm going to question it.
Yeah.
Kenny, we just got something right there. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's been in the Situation Room. I just know it.
Do you know if he's run through underground tunnels for any reason?
He has.
Where are they?
I don't know.
Are there any that lead here, if you did know?
I'm not sure.
No? Okay. Man, she's so good.
What the heck's going on at Area 51?
Yeah, what is it going on? Does he know?
Maybe. And if he does, I don't know.
Okay, see, you're so good at this. Wow. I'm glad that I work with J-Bo, because if there was ever some like radio guy who captured her and like tied her to a fence and said, you better tell me all the secrets.
All the secrets of
How
the
does
TJ show?
Kenny read the news so smoothly every
does
day?
do a great
She's
job.
not gonna tell your secrets.
That's nice.
It's awesome. Well, listen, we
Oh
are,
no, I might snitch like a canary.
well, we honor our military spouses, including J-Bo. Thank you for your service that you're doing, which is absolutely a service to our country.
Thank you. So do I get a gift now?
What's your Venmo?
Yeah. $4. We've got Jeremy in Kalamazoo. Hey, Jeremy.
What's up, Jeremy?
Hey, guys.
You know what I love? I like hearing from you, Jeremy, because you call quite often. We always say, once you got the number, just use it. You're a part of the show, and you really listen to us on that.
And whenever you call, you have a smile on your face. I can hear it.
Okay, but I call because I'm just responding to the positivity that you guys are already kind of generating. I'm just responding to the same kind of energy, to be honest with you,
Oh,
fam.
all right. Then
All right, fam.
no big deal. No big
Yeah,
deal.
no compliment. I take it back.
NBD.
No, you guys are beautiful. I appreciate the shit. Yeah, don't, we're good.
Hey, so Jeremy, you heard the interaction that I had with my wife Jess, and I was talking about how interrupted we are in our lives. I just want to spend time with her. And she sort of gave me a talking to, and I agreed with it. She said she used to work with this dishwasher in a restaurant, and every time she would bring dishes to him, he would complain because she was bringing dishes, but that was his job. And so when I'm complaining about being interrupted by my kids or my puppy knocking over her water bowl, it's like, well, what'd you expect? This is what we signed up for. Life is very full. It's a good thing. So what did you want to say about that?
Well, I just wanted to congratulate you on, being open to the new perspective. And you started off the segment with that openness and desire to learn and adapt and to be happy rather than always just being upset that you're not getting your own way. That's so healthy, my man.
Well, listen, I've got plenty of room to grow in my health, but
Absolutely.
But I will tell you, it took me a long time to realize that other perspectives can change your life and help you grow in a way that the other way of doing things just does not do. And I think especially with dudes, and I notice this more with dudes. It's just my observation that there's this all alone and big and strong mentality. And it's like, we want to do it all on our own. And once you let that guard down a little bit, and first of all, you don't think you know everything, you realize you don't have it all figured out. It is amazing. It's like finally you could be watered, you can grow, and life is so much more peaceful that way.
100% agree.
And then
it's a little echo chamber in here.
Yeah, and I've noticed even in my own life, when I let that wall down, I let other people help me or speak into me, it actually alleviates a lot of the stress that I didn't realize I was feeling because I was trying to figure it out on my own.
Yeah, it's like, who needs to spend all day trying to figure out these complex issues? We don't know most things, and once we realize that, then we can learn some things.
Yeah.
Speak for
And
yourself,
there's so
bro.
many people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for Kenny. Kenny thinks he knows all things.
I do.
Do you struggle with that, Kenny?
No, I mean, I'm kind of being silly here, but I try not to get worked up over things I can't control. And to your wife's point, I know what I signed up for, so you can't stress out about that. That's no way to live.
Hey, Jeremy, thank you for calling, and you have an amazing weekend.
Jeremy, you're the
I appreciate
best.
you guys.
This is the TJ Show. You call us anytime at 302-303-1151. By the way, we've had a YouTube channel, and it's just been there for a little while. We just started uploading some videos of what it looks like here in the studio and us interacting with you on the phones or talking about whatever we're talking about. So if you're curious to get a look what Kenny looks like, J-Bo, you could do that. Go to YouTube and just go to @TJ Podcast. That's the username. So, youtube.com/@TJ Podcast, or just search for the TJ Show. You'll see it there.
Ever notice that how you feel affects your food choices, and that what you eat affects how you feel throughout the day? Well, researchers noticed it too, and now there's cutting-edge science about how food affects our emotional well-being. I'm food and science journalist Mary Beth Albright, and in my weekly podcast, Eat, You'll Feel Better, I look at practical, realistic ways to put the science of eating for emotional well-being into action. And, this is important, without lapsing into negative diet culture messages that can really ruin anyone's emotional well-being. We talk about things like how the food in your gut sends messages directly to your brain. And we also celebrate something that I personally find often missing from food health news, and that's leaning into pleasure. Because food is delicious, and it's not just about what we eat. Emotional well-being is also about how we eat. So join me every week on Eat, You'll Feel Better, where we use science to improve mood through food.
This is the TJ Show, our news. It sounds a whole lot different around here. Kenny reads through every story he can find, and then he brings us the most interesting ones. Kenny, what's happening in the world today?
Here's an unfortunate situation. A woman from North Carolina, she goes out to eat for lunch at this restaurant all the time. She considers herself a regular. After she finished her meal, she left the restaurant and got a phone call from her bank on the way home. The bank told her that she left her credit card at the restaurant. So the woman goes back to the restaurant and learned that employees tried to find her by taking photos of the front and back side of her credit card and then posting them to a local community Facebook group.
What could go wrong with that? They're just trying to find the lady.
Now, the initial post did not block out her credit card numbers. The woman said she couldn't believe they did that. By the time she picked up the card, there was already $2,000 in charges.
Wow.
I mean, the restaurant meant well, but that was not a good idea. But also, if it wasn't posted in a community group, man, what kind of community do you live in?
Right.
It's not even her community, it's just people in general, I should say that.
I knew I couldn't trust that neighbor down the street.
Yeah, the woman said that the bank told her there were a lot of declined transactions, but a whole lot went through. She said her bank closed the account, but she's still in the process of disputing these charges and said the incident has hurt her financially. The woman does live on a fixed income, so wishing her the best. Hopefully the bank can get her those funds back.
Well, good warning for the
breaks my
future.
heart.
If you find a card or a check, don't post it on the internet.
Yeah.
Kenny, what else do you have?
Do you have trouble sleeping on an airplane?
Yeah, I don't trust anyone around me.
Yeah. What are they going to do? They can't go nowhere. If they do something, you'll catch them.
I don't know. I guess that's a good point.
They can't go anywhere. Yeah, I'll sleep. I'll sleep now. I used to not be able to.
The other fear that I have is, what if I do something embarrassing while I'm sleeping next to a stranger?
You're not going to see them again.
Well, but I'll be a story in their lives forever. They're going to tell all their friends, maybe even post me on Facebook.
That's true. You'll bring somebody joy because of your embarrassing situation.
Why do you ask, Kenny?
Well, because there's a viral video on TikTok that has over 5 million views and counting that shows a woman sleeping in the overhead compartment on a Southwest flight.
Oh, yeah, I would do that. Because then I could close the door.
My question's like, how do you get up there? Like, you have to, pull yourself up.
I know, and that's the question a lot of people are asking, J-Bo, because the video starts with her in the compartment. It almost even looks like she has a little blanket. She's cuddled up. She's very comfortable. The caption reads, Southwest is wildin', and the comment section is great. I need more information. How did she get up there, wondered another. Is she just chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool?
I am familiar with that story, and I saw the photo of it. I wonder, though, if they're not like in flight, because the other bins on that flight are also open. So I feel like maybe it was like they were sitting on the tarmac for a while and she was over it, or maybe it was just for a stunt.
Oh, yeah, they staged it. It's funny that people are most fascinated with how did she get up there? Has the world heard of a pull-up?
I mean, I am still fascinated by that, though. You have to have some good upper body strength.
Yes, producer Heather.
I will never believe another flight attendant when they say my bags cannot fit in the overhead compartment ever again.
Yeah, great point.
You know, this is not the first time someone's done this. Last summer, a passenger was filmed waking up in the overhead storage bin on a Ryanair flight leaving Spain. In the video, the unidentified man is giggling as he gets himself out from the storage area. And in 2019, on another Southwest flight, a flight attendant weirded out passengers after sequestering herself in the bin on a plane at Nashville International Airport in Tennessee.
Get out of here, man.
Got to keep the flights interesting, right?
Yeah.
Kenny, what else you have?
I have big news. Justin Bieber is having a baby, oh.
I can almost guarantee you every radio show has done that.
No,
today.
I don't know.
Well,
I think we were first.
Sometimes company is nice.
No, it's fine. Congratulations to, that's great news.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Justin and Hailey Bieber, formerly Hailey Baldwin, made the announcement yesterday on Instagram, and it was confirmed to People magazine by a rep for the couple that Hailey is just over 6 months pregnant.
He's got to be so excited. She too. What a beautiful time.
That's awesome. Good for them.
It's exciting.
The two were married in 2018 after a 2-month-long engagement. They posted a video from their vow renewal. Hailey wears a long, lacy white dress and veil, highlighting her growing bump. She also included a few photos standing with Justin in a field, placing his arms around her belly. Justin stands behind her, showing off their matching wedding rings.
They did a vow renewal at 6 years?
Well, you love each other. Let's do it all over again.
I guess so. I like that.
Kenny, what else do you have?
The General Motors company has announced that it will be retiring the Chevy Malibu.
What does that mean?
They're no longer making the Chevy Malibu. It's kind of a legendary car. They say it's so they could focus more on electric vehicle production.
They're just going to get rid of the Boo?
Yeah, they're not going to make it anymore. In
A
fact,
lot of people have gotten rid of their booze.
Yeah,
yeah, including myself.
What happened? It just got unpopular?
I guess so. They're investing $390 million to refit the Malibu factory to produce Chevy Bolts.
Wow.
I mean, but this car has history going back to 1964. I know a lot of police cars were Chevy Malibu in the past, but essentially sedans are lacking in popularity, especially with younger people. The 4-door passenger car with a separate trunk and 3-body box is just simply going by the wayside.
You know those pictures from like the 1930s, and it's the car that looks like it's got bicycle wheels on it?
Yeah, the Model T. Yeah.
That's what the Malibu's becoming. It's this ancient thing.
Yeah. I suppose. And, GM's not the only company to do this. Ford has gotten rid of most of its sedans available, with the exception of the Mustang. Stellantis, which owns Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, are focusing more on SUVs and trucks. And even foreign automakers like Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, and Subaru have all scaled back their sedan production.
Kenny, thank you for keeping us somewhat informed.
That's what's happening.